Have you ever had one of those situations where you're having a conversation with someone and it's all going fine and well and everyone's happy and you're having a great conversation, and then a point comes up that causes some kind of friction between you as two individuals? Today, I want to talk about managing emotional triggers and being able to identify when in a conversation something has been plucked up that could potentially cause some kind of resistance in you, and how you can use this information so you will learn more about yourself in the process. So let's take a typical example. You've got person A having a conversation with person B, but then something comes up that causes, say, person A to feel a little bit taken back, a little bit like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. When that comes up, there's multiple things that can happen in this situation. The first thing being, an idea can arise. What person B has said is wrong. Now, why would we consider that to be wrong? Person A's belief in that situation conflicts with the information that person B is saying. There are two things that can happen after this situation occurs. Person A can identify with the thoughts and processes that are going on in the mind, or person A could step back from it, look at the situation and go, why? Why is this causing resistance in me? Why is something coming up? Why gives us the ability to be reflective, introspective. It takes it from being a situation of person B is wrong to all of a sudden, why am I feeling this way? Being able to question our own thoughts and feelings in that situation gives us the ability to recognize some of the deeper stuff that's going on underneath. As human beings, we all have different perspectives. We all have different perspectives on life. And based off our conditioning and our upbringing, we will all have different rules and maps of the world. That's what makes this experience so great, is the fact that every single person is unique, which means they've got a completely unique take on life. And everything that they believe, in the same way that you do, is right in their world, in the fact that it is the ground that they walk on, it is the beliefs that they use to get themselves through life. If we don't ask ourselves why in that situation, the ego or the identity, the self, however you want to call it, could potentially feel threatened by that information and therefore want to defend itself. And see, when we do that, when we defend ourselves against the opposite person, something really interesting occurs. We take ourselves out of the equation. We then focus on them. A two-person engagement into only focusing on one. And yet in that conversation, there are two people engaged. Identifying with thought processes form the very foundations of our personality and who we are. What's the quickest way for yourself to survive? Well, it's to push onto the other person and focus on the other individual. See, if you focus on the other individual, then there's nothing to be seen in you. And we're seeing this a lot, especially in today's climate. On social media, with the way that the world is, we are getting a massive contrast of beliefs. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. And when we find ourselves wanting to defend our opinion to the absolute nth degree, this is when we can find and learn some of the biggest things that we know about ourselves. If we are attached to beliefs and ideas, those beliefs and ideas may be serving you, or may perceive to be serving you, but also causing some of the greatest difficulties and disruptions in your life. The next time you find yourself in that situation, ask yourself why. Why am I feeling this way? Why is this happening? I hope that's been useful for you. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure to like, share, subscribe. There'll be much more of this in the future. Also, make sure to come and join our Facebook community, where we've got some lovely people just trying to lift spirits and keep everyone happy during these very challenging times. So if you want a place like that and want to connect with other human beings that care about human beings, make sure to jump on over there.